It's in the right order. Please don't get blocked. Hell yeah, we're about to finish it. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. I hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. It's pretty rainy and dreary out today, so I thought, hey, why not? Let's finish up The Lamb. We are going to be listening to side 4 of The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway by Genesis. Side 3 obviously was blocked. This one might get blocked too, so it might be only on Patreon for a month. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm just kind of rolling the dice and seeing what happens. This album has been one hell of a ride so far, to say the least. This journey of Rael and his journey with the Lamia and the last tracks, yeah, I don't know who, I guess Peter came up with this story, but what the fuck? They drank his blood and they died after fucking. Ain't that the truth? Let's go, guys. Yo, if you guys are not subscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon right down there. I'd really appreciate it. It takes like 2 seconds. It's absolutely free and really helps channel out. We are pushing 9K almost now, man. We're at like 8,300. Like, we've jumped 400 subs in like a day. It's crazy. Thank you so much, guys. To everyone that's here, I promise that you are valued, and I really appreciate you being here. Okay, no more sappy stuff. The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. This is The Colony of Slippermen. 3, 2, 1, go. So we just left the boat. Now we have a colony of Slippermen. You must hear like an Eastern influence. Tony Banks is wild, dude. This freaking album, dude. It's so many different things. It really is like an entire movie.
I wandered lonely as a cloud till I came upon this dirty street. I've never seen a stranger crowd. Suburban girls on squeaky feet, continually pacing with nonchalant embracing. Each artist disgracing, one facing the moves to say hello. Your skins are covered in slimy lumps, with lips that slide across each chin. His twisted limbs like rubber stumps.
That imagery is wild.
I waved in welcome, say please join in. My grit must be flipping, cause his handshake keeps slipping. My hopes keep on dipping, and his lips keep on smiling all the time.
What the fuck? Tony Banks said this, like, he hated this time period of the band, but this is some of his best work, bro. It really is. Friction makes diamonds, bro.
You're in the colony of
I love the voices. It has a very aquatic sound to it too. It's wild. Go ahead, Rutherford. I hear you, buddy.
Suddenly, black cloud come down from the sky. It's a supersized blackbird that sure can fly.
Wow, man. Tony's been going off. That sounds amazing. You're dying on me, cuz. Oh my god. Go ahead, Phil. Phil with his fills.
To me, now can't you see? Where the raven flies, there's jeopardy. We've been killed on the couch, now you're sick with your grouch. I'm not Chris, my honey pouch, which my slouch, but where's some?
This reminds me of all the things in childhood that I've forgotten about for some reason.
He walks away and leaves me once again. Even though I never learned, I hoped he showed you some concern.
Music is like digging at a piece of me that I had buried. I guess I'm going along this journey with Rael. I love his vocals so much, dude. There's just this unique flavor to it that I just can't get enough of.
I see it hit the water just in time to watch you float away, watch you float away, watch you float away.
Float away.
Ache, make, lake, sink, wake.
Ravine. Such a strange feeling this album is giving me. Or this side, at least. Just from that last song and then this one. Sorry if I'm like looking away. It's like literally my mind is working in all these different ways right now. It's very strange. I really am, Rael. This has been such a creepy sounding album with all the electronics and stuff. Like, man, they really went for it with this one. What a way to go out on for Peter. Holy shit. I'm guessing this was just a transition from the last track to the next one, but that was very eerie. That album cover, man, I cannot get over how artistic it is and how many different interpretations you can get from it. Hats off to these guys. The light dies down on Broadway. This is the darkest before the dawn, I'm guessing.
As he walks along the gorge's edge, he meets her sense of yesteryear. A window in the bank above his head reveals his home amidst the streets. Subway sounds, sounds of complaint, the smell of acid on his gun of paint, as he carves out anger in a blood-red band, destroying tomorrow by an unknown hand. My home. Is this the way out from the endless sea, or just an entrance?
Shit is so beautiful, bro. Oh, that is so good.
As the skylight
Oh,
beckons him to leave, he hears a scream from far below. Within the raging water rives the form of Brother John. He cries for help. The gate is
found his brother.
now but open wide, but
He was with the Slipper Men, right?
I must decide between the freedom I had in the rat race, or to stay forever in this forsaken place. Hey, John! He makes for the river, and the gate is gone. Back to the void where it came from.
It sounds like a chorus we've already heard. But different, though. The flute, or the pan flute's different. Is this like a reprise? It's been a long time since I listened to side one, so it could be, I don't know. This is their most experimental album, I feel like, by like a mile. It's so different, it's so weird. It's such a shot in the dark, man. But it paid off. This is absolute art of the highest degree. Riding the scree. Tony Banks is just having the time of his life on the side, even though he wasn't, apparently. I mean, this whole album, he's just been dominating it, honestly. Ooh. Damn, Phil. I really feel like I've been on the journey of a lifetime in the past year. I've gained so much, lost so much, but I'm somewhere new. Isn't that something? He is creating these alien New York worlds insanely well, man. Bro, he's like 70% of the sound. Except for Peter. Okay. Is that an American accent I hear? Leave us alone, y'all. Ooh. All the rhythms have been insanely subtle, like throughout everything. It's so like electronic based. They've been sick rhythms though. Ooh, go ahead, Steve. I feel like I haven't mentioned him that much on this album, but when he does get the shine, man, of course he shines brilliantly. Just that one little subtle riff right there was so eerie sounding. In the Rapids. We're almost there, folks. What a journey this album has been. I think we started it like 5 months ago, 4 months ago. And we're finally here at the end. Almost.
Moving down the water. John is
Life is crazy.
out of sight. It's only at the turning point that you find out how you fight. In the cold, feel the cold all around.
I hope they don't kill him,
The
man.
rush of crashing water surrounds me.
I mean, what would this journey have been for, I guess?
striking out to reach you. I can't get through to the other side. When you're racing in the rapids, there's only one way, that's to ride. Taken down by the undertow. I'm spiraled down the riverbed. My fire is burning low. Catching hold of a rock that's firm. I'm waiting for John to be carried past. We hold together, and shoot the rapids fast. And when the waters slow down, the dark and the deep have no one left to keep.
Sorry, I'm just battling with my own mortality in my head right now. It's like a fight back and forth.
That's not your face. It's mine. It's mine.
This is it. Wow. I don't want it to end. Ooh, go ahead, Rutherford.
When it's cold, it comes slow.
Him and Steve are such a good match, man.
It is warm, just watch it flow. All around me.
Dude, those keys are different every freaking track.
It is
What the hell?
It is now. Just a little bit of it can bring you up or down. Like a supper is cooking in your hometown. It is
Damn, Phil.
It is in between your legs. It is walking on the moon, leaving your cocoon. It is a jigsaw. It is purple haze. It never stays in one place, but it's not a passing phase. It is in the signals bar, in the distance out the face. It is in between the cages. It is always in a space. It is here. It is now. Here I can be made to roll.
This track feels so Genesis. That melody, I swear I've heard before.
Not even in your favorite song. It is hope for a dope. It rides a horse without a hoof. It is shaken, not stuck, on tails on the roof.
Shaken, not stirred, baby.
Right through it, you see everything.
Dude, the guitars in this track are so great. It's like Steve heard me somehow, and then he's like, watch this.
With enough grit to survive. If you think that it's protection,
Everyone's going off right now.
be taken for a ride. Look
Except
across
Tony.
the mirror, sonny, before you choose the side. It is here. It is now.
I'm sad, guys. There's 1 minute left. It's Rael. Yeah. That's it. I was saving that one the entire song. Fuck. What an album, dude. Now I can't wait to sit down and listen to all of it at once, because I listened to side 1 like months ago. I listened to side 2 like 2 months ago, side 3 a couple weeks ago, and now side 4. So it's kind of disjointed, the whole story. Like I kind of read up to the point that where I was that like side 3 stopped at, and like picked up the story, you know, the pieces I didn't get the last time. What a weird fucking story, dude. I mean, I read it like the Lamia is the one thing that really got to me. I didn't realize during the song what was happening. Now it makes sense. Man, Tony Banks is literally the hero of this album. Him and Peter. I mean, I'm really glad that the band got to shine there at the end on it. That was more of a Genesis track than Tony Banks and Peter Gabriel track, like I feel like most of the songs are, which I'm completely fine with, because I love both of them. Tony Banks is probably up there. It's like probably my favorite keyboard player that I found, other than like Keith Emerson, man. It's just the different tones he uses, the different cadence of how he plays, and it's always this shifting world that he's creating. Like the atmosphere that he made here was dreary, very introspective. It makes you kind of look around yourself and really give an honest judgment of like, are you happy with this or not? Even though happiness is irrelevant. Like, are you satisfied with this, or do you want more, or do you want less? I feel like that's the question that, you know, Rael was asking himself at the end of the day is, what do I want? Like, what do I really want? You know, he took a life. Damn. That's why you can't cry at the end of videos. Your throat gets stuffed up. It's like he took a look at his life, just like on the album cover. He took a step back. He saw what was around him. He didn't like what he saw. And he said, I need to change this. And for things to change, you have to go on a journey. And he went on a journey of self-discovery, of horror, of reality and unreality at the same time. And because you can't truly understand something unless you've stepped back and seen it from another perspective. Because if you don't get out of the box, you'll never understand that you're in a box. You might see the walls, but you won't see the outside, you know? And if you see that perspective, you grow as you come out of the box. And then you're put into another box, and it goes on forever. I think the journey of self-discovery is something that we all have to embark upon at least once in our lives. Because I've met people, especially people in my daily life, that seem like they have not done anything. No self-discovery, no innovation, no empowerment to getting better or worse. They're just the same. People are so weird, man. Like I was one way, then I was another, and then I had to get out of that way because I was killing myself and I was killing everybody around me, and I got out of it. Blood and gnashing of teeth, I got out of it. You know, I had to get stabbed in the spine with my own knife for me to wake the fuck up. It's crazy what God will do to you, just God, universe, whatever, just to send you on your way. Because it's like the path has always been there, and you've had multiple opportunities to go on said path, but you keep passing it up. So what's up? What do I have to do to get through to you? You know? And that was the journey. That was the start of my journey. Even though I had been on many journeys beforehand, all of those journeys paled in comparison to the one I've been on now. It's led me to you guys. It's led me to this music. It's led me to this review. And every mistake, every drop of blood that every person that came into my life and left, it all led me to this very second, with this rain kind of coming down outside a little bit, me talking to you guys one-on-one about this album. It's crazy how life can take you on those twists and turns. And I really feel like I really relate to Rael in this. It's just the weirdness of the reality, because it's always, the truth is always stranger than fiction. Like, some of the shit fiction comes up with is nothing compared to real life and the stories you hear. And the way that Tony Banks and Peter and Phil and Steve and Mike, they all contributed and made this album and just made this strange tale of discovery, of leaving one place and ending up in another. And at the end, he became it. He became everything. And I think that goes to show that I think that is what awaits us all at the end, if we have gone through the necessary steps to become the spirit that we need to be. Maybe we'll get on to the next life. Because I feel like I've been here a few times, and that's why I'm so comfortable with everything. I think that's why I get things so quickly. I think that's why, I don't know. I feel like this is my 7th turn at this. This is me just spitballing. I don't know, actually, but this is how I feel. But thank you to everybody who's picked up on this journey, to everyone that's come along for the ride. It's been one hell of a ride, and it's not over yet. Best believe that. So we are going to put this album down as an absolute win. That was fantastic. Peter's vocals, I swear, like, it was half Peter's vocals and his just innate creativity, and then Tony Banks' compositions and strange tones and keyboards and synthesizers. They completely just created this world from scratch out of nowhere. This dreary, Manhattan in another reality, it seems like. Even though it's our world, it just, like I said, it seems like unreality at points. But that is reality. Reality's weird, dude. Like, y'all have no idea. No, you probably do have an idea. Y'all are psychonauts as well, so you have an idea of how weird things can get. And this album did a very good job of, I think, showing the strangeness of life without putting it in your face of like, oh my God, look how weird we are. I think they portrayed American society in the ways that they did pretty well. Like the consumerism, the just mad dash for power and money when it doesn't really matter in the end. You can't take it with you. Like, that's what I always thought of. I think they taught me that in school or church or something, but all this stuff, it ain't going in your grave with you. And it's definitely not going to the next life with you. This is just stuff. It's things, possessions. Who gives a shit, I'm so glad that I'm not materialistic. I am a little bit with certain things, but I just treat myself with things, I guess. Back then, at least, when I had money to do those things, and I was a high-flying heroin addict, you know what I mean? I nowadays, like, if y'all could see this room, I am not materialistic. I'm probably the opposite of it now. I don't care. I just want the experience. I want to learn. I want to know more. I don't care about this shit. I mean, it's nice to have nice things, I guess. Sometimes they hold you back more than anything because you're just so consumed by them. That's why they call us consumers, because we're just consumed by it. Everything. American culture is toxic as fuck, especially in the subcultures. It's more than anything, I was raised in African American culture more than likely. I was always the white kid, like in my schools and stuff like that, except for 1 year when I went to a different county. But where I grew up, I was always white boy. I mean, it's straight up, it's who I was. So I've always got along with everybody. I think that's why I've got such a broad personality, because I was exposed to a lot of different cultures at a very young age. I got to travel all over the place. I went to like Alaska, Hawaii, Panama, Cabo San Lucas. I was everywhere. Aruba. My dad was very, that was his thing. He liked to take us on trips once a year, so I got to travel around while he was alive. But I got to see the world a little bit, I didn't just get stuck in my hometown, And then even when I got kicked out of my mom's house at 18, I went on a journey for the past almost 12 years of couch hopping, living someplace for 6 months and something happening, me going back to doing drugs. Like, it's just been this fucking roller coaster. And I'm just so ready for the ride to stop. I'm ready for it to just be, I know that it's not, you know what I mean? But I'm tired of the crazy loops and twists and turns I've been putting myself through, when I could just be going up and down instead of sideways and inside out. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to settle down. And that's what I've been doing the past couple of years, is really settling down, being okay with being still, being okay with doing nothing sometimes. Because some days you're not going to do anything. And it's just the stillness that scares me. as someone who likes to move a lot. But I guess we're all going to become so still eventually that we can't move anymore, and then I'm going to have to be okay with it because I can't move at that point. But yeah, I think that's enough jibber jabber out of me. Sorry, this album just inspired a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas, a lot of self-discovery for myself. Like I said, I think my journey almost mirrors Rael's journey, and thank you to Genesis for bringing this to life. This was an absolute masterpiece, 10 out of 10. And I don't give that lightly. I really don't. That was fantastic. Thank you. And thank you for watching, guys. This has been a long one. And if you want to, Side 3 is on Patreon, but Side 2 and Side 1 are on YouTube. Hopefully, Side 3 will be available soon on YouTube. I don't know if this is going to be on YouTube or Patreon. Whatever it is, we have a Patreon right here. Go check it out, guys. We are at like 82 members now. Fucking crazy. Thank you so much, guys. It's like we hit 8K and we hit 80 at the same time. So just 8s all around. That's pretty cool. If you're in the $10 Super Patron tier or up, you get 1 free request a month. If you're in the $15 tier up, you get 1 free video chat with me a month. Whenever you want to set it up, I'm down. Just message me on Patreon, and we will set up a date and time for Zoom, and we'll talk. I'm with it. Then if Patreon's not your thing, we have a PayPal in the description. That is the best way to support the channel. Goes directly to me. There's no little diddly-dally 10% taken out by Patreon or 10% taken out by YouTube, you fucks. Yeah, man, that's the best way to support the channel. If you want to do a request, an album, or just send a tip to show your appreciation, which is much needed and much appreciated. I wish I could show you all this fucking room without being embarrassed. But it is home. It's home. Goodbye, guys.